So I just took the wires off the motherboard, reversed plugged the opposite direction, and framed it in there. Lo and behold, now it works correctly. So it works. It fixed it. It prints now. For what it's worth, that's what I had to do. If this happens to somebody else, at least maybe they can find this video on YouTube, save some time. Pretty some. As soon as that gets up to temperature, 210 degrees Celsius. That camera quality sucks. I have to go back to my old camera. It's old. It's great. Got the deck all glued up for this project. That way it adheres to the base. I don't have a base pad. Glass. A lot of times the plastic don't adhere to glass. What's up, Jameson? Yeah, I got it working. How I did it was a little bit ironic and brutal. I tried everything: firmware, software, replacing the step motor controllers, and finally, you know what fixed it? I just took the plug, turned it around backwards, and stuck it on the motherboard. Behold, now it's going the right direction. So, I want to order some plastic though, because I don't really have any at the moment. Just some little pieces from my daughter's 3D printer, and they're old and brittle. So, this project that I'm printing up is going to take 19 hours. But it's a 10-inch water bomb. So that's what we're printing today, boys and girls. A 10-inch bomb. Actually, no, this is the kind of stuff that I do, Jameson. I've been working and building computers for so long. It's frustrating, yes, but it doesn't frustrate me to that degree. Not for a couple of weeks, anyway. Then I'll start getting pissed off. I started taking computers apart back in the candy color computer days and messing with them. I would say assembling one of these is a little bit harder than building a computer, though. It was for me. Of course, I've done it without instructions. So I built it from looking at a picture of it. Yeah, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Plus, I think that might help. But I can build some really cool custom computers. Right now, I'm working a lot with glass cases and stuff, getting them laser etched for personalizing logos and all that good stuff. I try to build a computer cheaper by sourcing the parts myself from China and whatnot. But I just never got that business off the ground, man. Everybody kept bringing me their ancient freaking computers to fix. There wasn't really a lot of need for a high-powered gaming system, but now people need high-powered systems for editing and stuff like that to Maybe it'll open a new market. I don't know. That and I'm thinking about buying a couple of Coke machines and seeing if the city will let me put them in a few places. Maybe start a vending business. I gotta figure out a way to make some money. I've got medical school to pay for. Yeah, I've got one here that's built, but it was for a dude that it sent to him and it got damaged in shipping and he never gave me the money to fix it. I don't know. I'm either gonna rebuild that one or build another one. I really have a need man for it, unfortunately. Now it's feeding backwards, but it's doing it because it's supposed to in some places it retracts. I'm all 300 a day. I still have my old $10 computer. I should plug it up and see if it still works, but I'm afraid it'll just smoke. Strange platform still. Yeah, you can see it very well if it's cloudy ass video, but I had to go back to my old camera because the other one has a short in it apparently. That's what was knocking me offline, man. Every time I went to move the camera, it was just short out. Ah, cool, man. Your dad built you one. That's cool. How old are you, Jameson, if you don't mind me asking? So get a time frame. No, I haven't opened it up or anything. I am like 99% sure I can turn it on and put a cartridge in it right now and play it. Now, I can't say that, 100%, but about 99% sure it still works. Unless it blows a capacitor or something. Ah, yeah. Then you would have been a little kid in the 90s when they built you the computer. 90s was like the height of this when just people started building systems and god awful giant bricks with all the lights and shit on them, and they look. Now you look at them and you're like, oh my god. Back then they were cool, that goes. I've still got some of them giant aluminum monsters. I'm going to use the doors off of them to patch the holes in my truck bed. I was lucky. My second grade teacher, she lived a couple houses down from me, and her husband was an architect, so they had buku money and whatnot. And they bought a computer back when they were like 15 or $20,000 back in the 80s, right? And they couldn't figure out how to use it, so they let me play with it. And I learned how to use a computer, showed them how to use their own computer. I think in the end they ended up giving me that computer. So that was like my first. And then something happened to it, I didn't know how to fix it when I was a kid. So I went and got a handy computer from Radio Shack. Back then they were a big shit. Yeah, God, man, I started back in the DOS days and shit. It was really crazy back in the old days where just about everybody that was on the computer, were intelligent because you had to be semi-intelligent to be able to get on the internet back in the old days. But now it's just everybody. Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z's older than you would think. I introduced my daughter to anime, and that was a mistake, bro. Yeah, it's about 4 years old, I think. I know Hello Kitty's over 4 years old. I don't know why I know that, but I do. Oh yes. So now my great idea is to start a vending empire with a couple of Coke machines. Wish me luck, man. I need a job where I can collect money and sit on my ass, so it's hard to figure that one out. I wouldn't say that, man. A lot of that old anime was crap. I mean, it was horrible. Computer generated garbage. I'm into the art style when it comes to anime, man. If it ain't kick ass, I ain't down. I like Overlord. I like Gate. I like High School of the Dead. That was pretty cool. A lot of big boobs in that one. Um, kind of pervy though, with all the panty shots and shit. You know how Japanese stuff is. And oh shit, I got my little girl started watching Soul Eater. That was the one that got her hooked on anime. Now her big anime is Black Butler. Oh yeah, I probably liked the two back then, but now when I look at it, I'm like, God, that looks horrible. Dude, I got anime shit on my walls. You know I'm down with the anime. I got pictures of my favorite anime character, Alucard from Hellsing. He's got about the same kind of attitude I do when it comes to shit. Or let's just put it, he's the most relatable anime character to me. Even though he's a murderous vampire and everything. And I'm not one of them people who think I'm a freaking vampire. I think that's retarded. And I know you're not supposed to use that word, but fuck, I grew up using that word. So sorry. Ah, shit. Okay, you know what Hellsing is then. There's a lot of people that don't, dude. A lot of people that don't. Most that I mention that, they're like, what? Oh, yeah. I never got into the Gundam thing. I like the robots. I think they're cool, but I never got into the whole Gundam thing. I know it's big. It still is. I watch a dude on here called It's a Gundam, actually. He paints Gundam figures, I think, for a living. And then he does YouTube and whatnot. But I usually like what he's got to say and shit. It ain't about Gundam. Most of the time, it's about anti feminism and shit, and how women are trying to take over and all that. he gives the thoughts hell and whatnot. The ones on, you know, it just amazes me how many different types there are, like perfect grade, regular grade, collector's grade. Like, dang, I really, at least the glue held should be adhered now. It breaks loose when it's printing. It just screws everything up. I hope I'm printing what I think I'm printing because it don't look like it. I don't know. It don't look like it yet. It's going to take a long time. My daughter's got posters, wall scrolls, stuff all over her entire room, plus extensive anime collection. Cost a fortune. I know that because I'm the guy that bought it. Yeah, well, all do. We all get better as we age, hopefully. That wasn't me in high school. In high school, I was the guy that had long hair, leather jacket, only wore black. I was that dude. I wasn't a goth or anything like that. It was just, I don't know how to explain it. Usually people stayed away from me. That was kind of my number one goal. Yeah, I know. I taught myself how to work on cars with Chilton manuals and stuff like that that were thick as giant phone books. Now I can get the information in a few seconds, which is awesome, but my God, I had to learn the hard way. It would have been nice. I learned to work on cars for one simple reason. I was trying to find a girlfriend, and ain't no girl gonna mess with the dude back when you're a teenager and you ain't got no car. So that's how I learned how to work on cars. Chasing women is a powerful force, or whatever you're into. It is when you're a teenager anyway. It's why guys learn how to play the guitar and stuff. I remember one time, man, I rebuilt a fuel injector with a flashlight. I had a Pontiac Fiero, a little sports car, and I was trying to get the fuel injector out, and I pried on it a little too hard. The damn thing flew out of the car. But when it did, I found the fuel injector, but well, I didn't need to find the fuel injector because I was replacing it. But the gasket, I needed the gasket off the old injector, and it was gone. I was like, son of a bitch, what am I going to do? And I was just thinking the little mag light that I was holding might have an O-ring about the same size. I took it apart. It was a perfect fit. I was like, sweet. Oh, that little card done the trick, man. It was a piece of shit. I had to work on it constantly, but it was a little sports car, so it worked. Wow, that print quality was rough. I don't know. That's one thing I do not do, man. I can't let nobody touch my vehicle. Mm. I don't even let them do an oil change. Right now, I got a friggin' PT Cruiser, man. That's what I'm driving, along with my truck. But hmm, excuse me, the fact that it has a turbo though makes me happy. Times like this, man. What do you mean? Oh, like an extra vehicle, like a spare. I got you. Yeah, it don't really matter that much to me anymore, man. I built my own car. I got what I wanted. It went as fast as I wanted, and I was kind of done with it. Now, point A to point B is pretty much the most important thing to me. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be sporty. You don't even have to look good, but as long as it's dependable. That's the main thing. Get your little toy. Get your old Toyota, man. Them things are indestructible. You want a little get around car? Get you a '96, '94 Toyota. Can't kill them. They live forever. It all depends on where you live, man. I know down there in Charlotte, North Carolina, and people are freaking crazy. I've drove all over this country. I've never seen shit like that. It's like, my God, them people down there are nuts. Driving wise, anyway. Oh yeah, that extra 10, 15 miles over the speed limit's gonna get you there like about 2 minutes faster. That ticket's gonna cost you about $500, $600 by the time you're done with it. It ain't worth it. I do the damn speed limit, man. I do most of the time. I'm coming home from a long trip. I find myself going faster and faster and faster by accident. So, yeah, I take the relaxing approach to it now, man. I do. I ain't in a hurry to get anywhere really. It'll take forever because I had it print really fine, lines close together, so the bong will be airtight when it gets built. Yeah, damn. That's just not worth it. Safety wise, ticket wise, just for a few extra minutes. Nah. No, I haven't seen anything new. I haven't really been checking it out, to be honest. I haven't been able to order it yet, so I've been trying not to look at it. I don't know what I'm going to do this year, man. I got two choices. I can go with a wholesaler, or I can go with somebody that can get the better stuff. So it's kind of a toss up. I get more pyro if I go wholesale, but I get better pyro if I just buy on the black market. Yeah, man, go ahead and post the link and I'll check it out later. I don't want to go there now or it might give YouTube a shit hemorrhage. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. What do you think? They're really good? They gonna be the shell to get this year or what, man? I wonder what the shell what to get will be this year. I would be interested in the lace, but I am done with the Nishiki for a bit. I mean, I like the effect, but last year it kind of burnt me out on it, you know? It was Nishiki every fucking thing. Yeah, probably. I'm down with some lace shells. They ain't been available, you know? Not commonly, anyway. I don't think I'm printing a bong. I think I'm printing something else. It looks like the piece of plastic that I've got that I stopped yesterday. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, I think it's a giant, like, fat robot figure or something. Oh, I got mine last year. I got that raccoon brand that they've been talking about under a different brand called Cult Shell. What was that brand? I don't know. You'll find out when it's done. Wow, man. I've got a whole one person in the chat, and I've been running it for 28 minutes. That's not a good sign for my channel, is it? I got a whole case of Nishiki gold shells last year. I enjoyed them. I mean, they're great shells and everything. I'm not saying they're bad things. Everything they kind of overdid it with it. It's more like a practice print. I'll end up running out of film with it probably. Oh, that's cool, man. Just don't cause a forest fire. I hear you. Yeah, I always have you some water, man. 5 gallon buckets, maybe a fire extinguisher. I always have you a plan. It pays, man. It paint me a pain in the ass to get stuff together, but if it happens, you'll be glad you got it. That's what I've tried to tell people. I'm like, I'm a lot safer behind the scenes than you might think I am. Some of that stuff I put on a face shield for. Oh, that's cool, man. Those road trips are always fun for me. I enjoy that shit. Yeah, one of them water tanks that go on your back or anything like that is a good thing to have. That way you can get it before it becomes something big. And I don't know what kind of area you're shooting in, but I'm right next to the forest, so I got to take a lot of that into account. I've got two, man. One for each hand. If something breaks loose, you know. Where are they at? I found a fireworks store out in the middle of nowhere one time, but they were expensive as shit. What state are you in, Jameson? I might be able to direct you to a place. South Carolina. Okay, well, hell, I was just calling y'all drivers crazier than hell, wasn't I? Man, all the little fireworks shops and stuff that I knew down there in South Carolina, in Charlotte anyway, right? There were a few, if you drove past the tourist ones, there were a few like little places. And I checked last year and they were nothing but grown up parking lots, closed down buildings. Like all three of them were. Oh, I don't know anything about that area. I know more about Ohio, Tennessee, Kentucky, stuff like that. Pennsylvania, some. Last year I ordered from Illinois, so for some reason I don't know what I was thinking there. But shipping was bad. Sweet. I don't really have any local stores here, man. Nothing. The only thing we get is like a TNT stand that'll open up and sell crap. And at least they're selling rockets and mortars now, which is nice, but it's still TNT. I ain't buying nothing from them. I don't know. I can. Ah, I think I know of the one you speak. Baseball bat size Roman candle. That's what I call them, baseball bats. They're pretty sweet. I've only had one before though. And KB gave me that one, so that was cool. Ah, no, I don't think I know that one, or I'd have to see it, man. Most of these fireworks just blend together to me by now. It's hard to recognize anything by name, really, unless it's something big. I've looked at so many fireworks names, inventory sheets, and stuff like that. I can close my eyes and see that shit. I can tell you, friggin' bottom boom's entire inventory, how much it costs, how much you get the case, everything. I've studied it that hard. Ah, sound like a good candle, man. Hmm. Surprised it's printing well, 'cause it's like 38 degrees in this room. I can see smoke when I blow, when I breathe. It's cold in here. It'll probably affect your print quality. Hey, another person. Wow. Hey, what's up, Northwest? How you doing, man? 3D printing up a bong, man. It's like a 10-inch bong. At least I think I am, anyway. We had it pretty warm here, man. Like 70 friggin' degrees in January, which is crazy. But it's gone back to being cold now. Got her printing, man. Got her printing. Had to twist the plug around and jam it in the damn board backwards, which is like the one thing you would never do, but it works. I tried everything, man. Software, flashing it, all that jazz. Nothing worked. It kept feeding backwards. So I just took the wire that goes in the motherboard, reversed it, and shammed it in there backwards, and lo and behold, now it's working correctly. Well, no, the plug was connected correctly. Why it was started going backwards? No, I have no idea. I didn't do anything to make it go backwards. And I've run through the software a million times, and it just, I don't know. But the plugs are keyed, so they only go in one way, so I had to turn around and jam it in there. But I figured it would either work or it was going to blow the board one, but it worked. It's feeding and retracting just like it should. No, because I printed a couple figures and they come out perfect, or as good as the printer could do at the time. I might have to fine tune it and whatnot, but then the next day I turn it on and it's feeding backwards. It was just like that. Yeah, it would go easier if you did that, but I just jammed it in there with the key portion on it. It'll fit if you force it. That should be my motto. It'll fit if you force it. That did done good. Yeah, hit it with a friggin' hammer. Hammers to my PT Cruiser and see if I can't straighten out the little bit of damage on the rear tail light area. I'm not gonna be able to get it all bent out, but I'm gonna get it bent out some. I know it sounds crazy, but a PT Cruiser with the STR or SD whatever the hell it is motor and the turbo is fast as fuck for a PT Cruiser. Yeah, it's rough work. I'm not a Chrysler man, but I'm glad it's got that in it. I opened the hood and I'm like, yeah, I want this. I didn't care about the rest of the car. It was like, yep, I'll take it. Dude's like, you want to test drive it? I'm like, nah, it's fine. I'll take it. It's the same motor they put in the, oh shit, the souped up neon. That's what they put in the SRT neon or whatever. That's what they use. Hmm. Just 2.4 4-cylinder, but do a few tweaks, throw a turbo on it, and boom, get 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds. Isn't bad for a 50 cruiser. Hmm. I put the stage 1 ECM in it. It boosted up to 300 horsepower just by changing the ECM. That 300 horsepower, hell, even today is pretty good for a 4-cylinder. Yeah, and it'll run every day too. That's the nice thing about a Honda. Very dependable cars. I know I'll never buy another Ford car again. I bought a Ford Fusion and I had it for about almost 2 years, and the electric power steering went out. And I take it, and they tell me it's gonna be like 2 grand to get this steering rack, and the part had a defect in it, is why it failed. The same part that'd be replaced had the same freaking defect. And I'm like, you want me to pay 2 grand for you to put a defective part in my car? And I'm like, just like shit. You can have this piece of shit. I took it back. Worst damn car I ever had. You think for a car it cost almost 40 grand, it would last more than a year and a half? Hmm. Yeah. I can't quit yawning, man. I think I'm just gonna leave this thing to print. I'm down with the Toyota. I think I got my last Nissan right now, but I'm not too happy with the Nissan quality. Some people love them, but I'm not feeling it. I have to replace something on my truck about every freaking week. Last week it was a heater hose that goes to the alternator and an alternator belt. So the heater hose that goes and an alternator belt is what I meant to say. After they merged with Fiat, Nissan ain't worth a crap. Quality steadily goes downhill from the year 2000. Anything below that's alright, but 2000 and up, about 2005 is when it starts getting really bad. Anything above that, that's what my research has told me anyway. And I do a lot of research. Arrgh. Well, guys, it looks like the stream's just not going to take off tonight. So I'm going to get off of here and go find something to do other than watch this 3D printer. It is cold as shit in here. So I will catch you guys on the flip, man. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it, man. Northwest, thanks for joining me. Jameson, I appreciate it, man. I do. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. So you guys take care.